What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and before we get to our video, we wanted to let you know about our milestone giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. That's right. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and if we do, we're giving away a pretty sweet slab. What are we giving away, Nate?
We are giving away an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, the original Sin tie-in. I'm sure everybody is familiar with this book. This is a CBCS 9.8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
big boy.
This book is much hotter than it was when we first bought it for the show.
Yep, that's true.
You insist on still giving it away, and I'm very happy to do it.
You can tell that he is not. But anyway, we are giving this away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Kick-ass, key issue, first appearance of Silk, is someone's going to win this book. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the video, shall we? All right, Nate, I've got a scenario here for you.
Yes.
You can be a billionaire.
I like it.
Instantaneous.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever you eat or order pizza,
mm-hmm.
you have to have pineapple on it, no matter what.
Okay. So
nope. Yes, I know. You're allergic. But
I'll still do it.
You'd still do it. So you would basically
the $1 billion we would figure out how to solve that problem.
I didn't put enough stipulations.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. I knew you were going to go there, and I was like, 100%. Yeah, I'll take the money. No problem. $1 billion will solve my pineapple allergy. No problem.
Is it because you found a cure for pineapple allergy, or are you just no longer eating pizza?
Well, it's for every bite of pizza with pineapple. I am also eating a $100 bill, and it counteracts everything.
I see. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, noted. What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and yet again, we have another new Comic Book Day video for you for the month and week of October 20th. 20th. Yes, I had to do math because we don't shoot these on Wednesdays. We shoot them on another day. But you may be asking yourself...
Never know what day.
Exactly. You may be asking... You may be asking yourself why our show looks like this when it doesn't look like we're cutting to each other back and forth through video, via different videos. And it's because our LCS wasn't able to get all of our books in on Monday, which is no big deal. We get it; it happens.
No, it is a big deal. Penguin, fuck you guys.
Okay,
what
Penguin,
are you doing?
Okay, the blame is on Penguin. It's not.
Literally, they have been doing this for like 100 years. Comic books are not any different than regular books. They always get those done fine. How can you not do this?
I agree. But let's just say this. The blame's not on our LCS. It's on Penguin. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off like we always do with our Marvel books and always with our X books. And first up is The Trial of Magneto, issue number 3 from Williams. Well, let's say this first. This book has been fun. There's been some inconsistencies.
Yes.
But that being said... This is our only X book for the week.
That's
only one.
Interesting.
It is interesting. We were, last week we were talking about how we needed to pare down the line, and suddenly Marvel's like, fine, here's one X book.
I honestly think that's probably good. Like, just give me a week. That's sort of a break. I've got one book that I'm super looking forward to, so I don't really have to worry about slogging through anything else.
Right.
Maybe a New Mutants would have been nice today, but that's all right.
Yeah. I am looking forward to this issue. The only thing that's bothering me about this Trial of Magneto, outside of it's just being not in line with Inferno, like clearly this was supposed to come out and then Inferno,
right, is
just the Magneto being an on and off switch to being a raging old school Magneto to Krakoan hero. And I'm wanting that to be explained, and I hope that is explained, because if it isn't, then that's gonna, this little mini is going to go way down on my approval list. And
I'm honestly a little upset by it anyway, because either it's going to get explained and the explanation is going to be bad, or it's going to be something that we've seen before, like, oh, it was Mystique disguised as him the whole time. You're like, yeah, you've been doing that trick for 50 years. Like, I'm over it. I'm just over it's a bad bait and switch. So I think it's just bad anyway, which... Leia Williams does not often do. She usually hits it right on the head.
No, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
All right, next up we've got The Death of Doctor Strange, issue number 2. Spoilers: he's dead, but he's not. He's not. But he is, but he's not. Either way, we're getting I believe this is a key issue. We're getting a key appearance from the main baddies in this book. I believe they're called like the Three Mothers or something like that. They're some kind of demons. So we will be getting that in this issue. The first issue was good, and I actually, I was surprised.
I was surprised too, and especially because I have been the complete opposite of where I was this time last year on events, where I was like, well, if I'm going to start it, I'm just going to finish it. And now I'm just like, issue 1's that good, you're done. And this issue was really good, so I'll definitely be continuing this one.
And I am doing the tie-ins as well, so I think next week we get a Death of Doctor Strange Avengers with Juggernaut's fist just coming down on the Avengers. Yep. So I am excited. So hopefully 2 can just continue the upward trend and not have the issue 2 slump.
Yep.
All right, after that, we've got Phoenix Song Echo. This one I will be reading. You will not be. I'm just curious. I want to see Echo as the Phoenix fleshed out, and I don't think we're going to get that in Jason Aaron's run because we're moving on to Avengers Forever coming late this year. So I'm interested. I want to see where it goes. I think it's a 5-issue mini. So we'll see if issue 1 hooks me. If it does, I'll continue to read it. If it doesn't, then stop at 1 and move along.
It just seems so weird that Jason Aaron had this big 5 or 6 issue arc about Phoenix, and we're all fighting, and like everybody's got a vested interest, and he's bringing in Namor and all these things, and then he's like, oh, actually it's Echo, but I'm actually never going to talk about that again.
Well, what? Thinking more about our conversation we had last live show about Hickman and his X run having basically been put on hold because of COVID, I'm kind of making up my own scenario here, and I think there was a little bit of that here with Jason Aaron as well. In my opinion,
we can only milk that teat for so long before.
Oh yeah,
like
I'm not saying it's
an excuse anymore.
I'm not saying it's a valid excuse. I'm just saying I think that's why we're at where we're at with this book, and I figure they just threw it to another writer so that he could keep moving on.
Right.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes. After that, we have Fantastic Four issue. I don't have a number on this one.
It's 36, I believe.
36. Looks like we're going trick or treating. I don't think they'll be doing that in the actual issue. I think we're still going to be dealing with.
I very much bet you that we're going to be literally going trick or treating in this issue.
Like that.
I think it'll be like a cute highlight with the kids and Thing.
So is this a pause? Are we not going to deal with the Human Torch being basically a walking sun?
No, I think we for sure will deal with that. I think we'll probably have like a panel or a page or something of that.
RB Silva's still on the art?
I don't know. I don't know if RB Silva's
double check that, because
it looks like Mark Brooks is off of the covers.
I also don't. I mean, I do like.
This is Terry Dodson. He's the guy that
Dodson. I do like Dodson on the cover, but I do like Mark Brooks better on that.
Well, of course. Right, let's see. Let's look here. No, this is Nico Leone on Bart. And
this episode of New Comic Book Day for Two Fat Guys Pull Us is going to be littered with new artists or break from main artists, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not.
And it looks like it looks like RB Silva's gone. Don't have him anymore.
After
Leon, we've got Francisco Mana for.
I'm not liking this. I don't like this. I don't like it.
And Terry Dodson as the covers for the next 3. So it looks like.
Okay, that's okay.
Mark Brooks is off the covers as well.
I'm okay with that because I do like Dodson's art. I'm not happy about it, but I'm okay with that. But the interiors, I mean, this is borderline in danger of being dropped just because of the art. I know that's petty, but I don't like that.
That's not what we like. Also, this is issue 37, not
37. Sorry, that's what happens when we don't get our bucks. Next up, we have Thor with 18 with a Throg appearance. I am actually looking forward to this. I will peg it now. Donny,
you'll do what now?
I'll peg it. Pegging it now on the board. Shut up. I'm pegging it on the board now. This is going to be my pick of the week. I'm saying it now. I think Donnie's about to blow us out of the water. We've been waiting.
He's about to what?
Stop it.
What are you doing?
We have been waiting. We've been in this 3-issue mini arc for forever, and there were some cool things that happened in it. We were a little bit surprised, not necessarily, excited about it, but I love Throg. And if you get a chance, go to hallofcomics.com, right? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
They have a Daniel Warren Johnson Throg original Thor cover, right? Like an homage.
Yeah, it's a Journey into Mystery 83.
Oh, it's so good.
Cover homage.
I'm going to have to pick that one up at some point. Anyway, looking forward to it. I know you're very skeptical and you're not trusting Donny right now, but I think this is where he's going to get you back. He's going to hook you.
Yeah, we also don't have Nick Klein on art for this issue, by the way.
Fucking A. Next up, we have Captain America, the United States of Captain America. This is the last issue in the run. This is the finale. To be honest, we're just throwing this in here because we're pulling it, but it probably won't make the show. I know you were behind on the reading, and I just, it's a good, the inclusiveness of it, bringing in this League of Captain Americas has been good, but the overall story with Cap losing his shield, it's been kind of meh. So I think
it looks like this issue is only that story. It doesn't look like we have a secondary highlighted team.
Okay. Yeah, then it's definitely not making the show. But we're pulling it, so I mean, who knows? Maybe it makes it, but I just don't see it happening. Star Wars High Republic issue number 10. Our Jedi Knights have infiltrated the, remind me their name.
The Nile.
The Nile. They have jumped in.
The Nihil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited too because we've had a little bit of a delay between the two issues. Issue 9, when did that come out?
It's been a while.
September 1st. So yeah, almost 2 months. So now to October 20th. We were introduced to Orla Jarini, who's the character on the right-hand side. She is one of the main characters from the very first novel, which I am 2/3 of the way through. And man, she is an awesome character. She's really cool. So seeing her in this set now, I'm like super excited about it.
Yeah, no, I Star Wars High Republic has actually started to pick up ever since we got rid of dealing with the dark side vegetation. And it's really only been one issue. And so I really want the Nile. I'm looking forward to the Nile. I want to see what these guys are all about because, it's just been like, oh, they're the worst. And we just haven't really seen how they can be the worst. So I'm ready for it. All right, now we're going into our DC books with Batman Fear State, issue 115 from Tinian. If you notice on this cover digitally, it only says Jimenez. But Jimenez is not the only artist in this book. It is there's another artist in the book. I am not happy about it. We're getting a split essentially in Batman 115 from Tinian, and I don't, they're never going to explain to us why there's a split in artists in this book, but I feel like this is only compounding to my lack of enthusiasm with Tinian leaving. It really bothers me, and it's ruining essentially for me the send-off for Tinian. And I know that sounds petty again, but it's such a distraction because Jimenez's artwork is so good, and now we're getting a completely different artist who doesn't have the same art style whatsoever. And it's I don't know, man. I wanted, when I saw this on our poll, I was like, this will probably be my pick of the week, and now it's been downgraded to like probably not.
We'll see. I'm also really excited about this issue because of the backup story. We have the this is sort of the first, I believe, of 3 backups in these final issues of Batman. It's the Batgirl's Prelude by Becky Cloonan. So when her book actually comes out, this is the 3 little mini issue that leads up to her book. So I'm actually looking forward to that book. So I'm glad we get this as a backup story.
Well, that's cool. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I am excited for the book in general. I do want to see a lot of Miracle Molly. I hope we do get that because she is probably one of my favorite Tinian characters personally. I really like her, and I think she could have really, done some big things if Tinian continued to write Batman. And I know we both are pretty much under the assumption that most of Tinian's characters are going away after he leaves DC. So just gotta eat it up as much as we can.
Yeah.
All right. After that, we've got Peacekeeper #1. Speaking of a Tinian character, the previous Batman Secret Files from Tinian with Molly was really good, and I have enjoyed Peacemaker 1. I think he's an interesting character. I know this is a direct. I would assume there's going to be some history behind the character in this one.
Yeah.
But I did see that like the last page is essentially saying this will continue in 116. So I think we might have a direct correlation, which I'm happy about. Whereas Miracle Molly's really wasn't. It was more of like a history lesson about Miracle Molly.
Well, and this one says it picks up after the events directly following Fear State Alpha.
Okay.
Now that he's been dosed with the fear toxin, he finds himself frantically reflecting on his past as a GCPD officer and then as a prison guard at Arkham Asylum. So it seems like we'll get a little bit of current Fear State action and then a little bit of flashback that'll help us understand the character a little bit better.
Okay, yeah, looking forward to it.
There's also a backup story in this one too, which it's also a Peacekeeper story, which is fine. I mean, that makes sense, but
okay.
It's written by Ed Brisson, so I'm excited about that too.
All right, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. All right, after that, we've got Fear State Catwoman 35. You're reading this, and I am not.
I am. So really the only reason why is because I'm very intrigued by the Poison Ivy side story that we've got going on. So there's always been something weird going on with Poison Ivy. We've seen that in the Batman book just with Tinian alone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much she's appeared anywhere else. But right now she's pretty much got a split psyche. She's got essentially the plant queen that's down in the depths underneath Gotham where Miracle Molly is right now. And then there is a more traditional version of her psyche that was like knocked out, passed out in an alleyway, and Catwoman finds her.
Okay.
So I actually was not going to, even though I enjoyed issue 34, I was like, it ties in, it's good, but I'm not reading Catwoman, so there's a few things here I don't understand. And then I got to that last page, and it seems like this entire story is going to follow sort of what's going on with her.
Okay.
So I figured, yeah, why not?
Yeah. See if it makes the main show.
Yeah, see if it makes the main show.
All right, after that, we've got Nightwing 85 Fear State. This is also a potential pick of the week for myself. Mm-hmm. Tom Taylor has been killing it with this run, and Babs is jumping back into the suit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I this tie-in, I think we said this about 84, it felt very genuine. It felt like a tie-in, how a tie-in should be. And so I hope that continues on with 85, where it doesn't feel so out of place when most tie-ins feel like it's just a complete interruption of the current storyline.
Yeah. There are some people that are a little bit upset, too, that Babs is leaving the seat of the Oracle and jumping back into her suit. And I kind of get that, but I'm really excited about it. And I think the reason makes sense. Really, she's only doing this to go fight the anti-Oracle. You know, there's that voice out there that's claiming to be her, and she's like, this, everyone else is too busy to focus on that, so I need to go figure it out for myself.
Right.
I think that's empowering, and I think that's a good storyline. It's not just obviously they're trying to get her back in the suit to sell some comics, but like, I think it's a good reason to.
Yeah.
So,
I'm buying it. Yeah. All right, after that, we've got Green Lantern issue number 7, Kilowog's Last Stand. This might be my last Green Lantern issue. I just have not been, I know you're all head over heels for Joe, and that's great. But I don't know. The artwork really throws me off, and I'm not feeling it. After the first 2 issues of this new run, I have been disappointed.
Yeah, I have been the complete opposite. I think each issue has been getting better and better, and I've been getting complacent with the art, but like able to deal with it enough. I think part of the problem with the first of this run was that the art on the John Stewart stories was bad, and the story was bad. Whereas now he's dealing with these like Lightbringer people, and they're like being able to teleport onto planets and essentially enslave people and all. The story just seems much more intriguing, and of course they're going on a rescue mission to rescue Kilowog, who's one of the most fun Green Lantern characters that there's been.
Right.
And then on the flip side, with the Joe Mulligan story, like obviously, like I'm super obsessed with her, and I feel like her story just keeps getting better and better. I think it was 2 issues ago, issue 5, where she confronted Sinestro and had a big. It was like a big battle without any fists thrown, and it was just It was written so intricately, so well. I was really impressed with it. So we're picking up where Kelly's now in a coma, and Joe's got to figure out what happened and how to get Hal Jordan involved, because he's pretty much the only one that's got a ring that still works.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. I just don't. I think I'm done. We'll see. I don't know. All right. After that, we've got Shazam issue 4 of 4. Black Adam made an appearance in the last issue, but he looked like younger but old. It was really weird. And this is the book that Teen Titans Academy should have been, because they're always pushing the fact that this is from the pages of Teen Titans Academy, and I'm like, this book is so much better than Teen Titans Academy. It's been super fun. Billy Batson has been trying to figure out how to get his Shazam powers back. It's been kind of off and on, and it looks like at the end of the issue, it looks like he got him back, but at what cost? So. He's still kind of in the pits of hell. We'll see where it goes, but super stoked. All right, after that, we've got Suicide Squad issue 8 talking about hell. The Squad is in hell as well, looking for that same stone of eternity that Shazam is powered by. I thought about dropping Suicide Squad, but it's just too much fun of a book. Like it's really good, and every time when I think about dropping it, it just gets better. So I will continue to read this one as well, and this one will definitely be on the show, but maybe not. I can eat my words.
This is the one that's at the top of my list for picking up as a trade.
As a trade, yeah, that's smart. All right, after that, we've got Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue 4. This is our last DC book for the week. This is the issue right before it has been announced that John is bisexual. We'll see if the farmhouse makes it. I don't think it's going to, as clear as day on this on this cover. But this run has been fantastic. I know there's a lot of controversy about it. Whatever. It's been good. So I don't.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I think that the revitalized vision that we have of Superman as a fighter of the oppressed and the downtrodden, I'm very, very, very intrigued by. I think that is something that people are kind of too scared of to do right now in stories, because it's too political and you're going to be an SJW, and I really don't give a shit. I think it's an intriguing story, so
it's something you want to read.
Go with it.
Yeah, so we're going to read it. Anyway, that's Superman. All right, after that, we've got our one independent of the week, and it is your independent, and that is Ma, issue number 2 from Boom Studios. I picked up one. I did not pick up issue 2, so I'll be interested to see what you have to say about it.
Yeah, so the first issue of this was extremely heavy. It deals with sexual assault and trauma there within, and it's just... after I read the first issue, I was like, I can't do a second issue. It's a little too much for me, and I feel like maybe... I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, I thought, as a white cis man, this book probably isn't for me, and so maybe I should just, give it its space, and then I kind of rethought about it, and was like, well, I'm actually intrigued by the story, and I'm curious where we're going to go, so maybe. And then I saw this cover, and I saw, the masks and stuff, and I was like, alright, this... Maybe it'll get a little spooky. It's spooky season. I like that kind of thing. So
yeah,
I went ahead and grabbed it. This is just going to be an issue by issue thing.
All right, so that's going to do it for our comic book haul for the week of October 20th. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Join us this Sunday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here on YouTube. We will be streaming live, talking about all of our pulls this week, reviewing them, talking to you guys, hanging out. Also, give us a like. We always like those. And as always, read more comics. Talk to y'all later.